wanna be. Will you believe me if I tell you you can be anything you want? What dream lays in your heart? Will you believe me if I tell you that you see a silver lining with your dreams? There'll be those who say we can't, we have to be braver. Together we'll reach for the impossible, even when our doubts grow into monsters. The longest journey begins with a single step. If you believe, raise your flag for the ones who think they can't get somewhere. Raise your flag for the ones who think no one believes in them. Raise your flag for the ones who already feel like giving up. I stand here not as one, but we're all in this together. Reach high and raise your flag. Don't ever let them pull you down. You're a fighter. Never saying never. Learn to lift each other up. We'll be stronger if we get together. We will be soaring even higher. Raise your flag for the ones who think they can't get somewhere. Raise your flag for the ones who think no one believes in them. Raise your flag for the ones who already feel like giving up. I stand here not as one, but we're all in this together. Reach high and raise your flag. Reach high and raise your flag. Raise your flag for the ones who think they can't get somewhere. Raise your flag for the ones who think no one believes in them. Raise your flag for the ones who already feel like giving up. I stand here not as one, but we're all in this together. Reach high and raise your flag. Raise your
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the R.Y.F. Global Media Conference with Catriona Gray. I am DJ Ai de la Cruz from the #1 music channel in the Philippines, Mix. And we would like to really thank everyone who are here with us tonight for making time for us this afternoon. We know you are very busy people, but you made time for this. Thank you so much. You're gonna have a lot of fun asking the Miss Universe herself later on. But for now, we are off to a good start with June. And to everyone watching right now, we're live everywhere. So we're live on the Star Music PH Facebook and YouTube accounts, the MOR Entertainment social media pages. We're live on the TFC pages, ABS-CBN pages as well, Push Alerts, ABS-CBN Entertainment, ABS-CBN Entertainment FB page, and of course, on Mix. So hello to everyone watching. We'd like to know where you guys are watching from. So please do comment down below kung nasaan po kayo mga kapamilya. But for now, guys, today's media conference is all about R.Y.F, Catriona Gray's version of the empowering song Raise Your Flag, written by Trisha Denise and ABS-CBN Music creative director Mr. Jonathan Manalo. This song is inspired by the beauty queen's memorable statements from her Miss Universe journey. Originally recorded by KZ Tandingan and Critico, the track is meant to raise awareness and advocate different social movements and to bring inspiration and voice to every human advocate and to encourage advocates to have their views heard and wishes considered. Now, this is a collaboration between ABS-CBN Music and CS Music, so thank you so much to everyone behind this project. Now, let's all get to meet the reason why we are all here for today. We are joined by an advocate, model, beauty pageant title holder who was crowned Miss Universe 2018. She's a lot of things, guys. She's a multi-hyphenate, and now, most recently, she is a recording artist, and she's joining us live all the way from Australia. Please welcome Miss Catriona Gray.
Hi everyone! Hi from wherever it is in the world that you're watching from, and hi to my mga kababayan in the Philippines. Hi DJ IE! Thank you so much for being with me today. I'm super excited to be releasing this music out into the world. It's been a very long time coming, and finally we're here. I want to take this time also to thank Star Music and also CS Music for making it possible, and also to all of our media partners who are here today, along with everyone who's tuned in with us. Thank you so much.
I love it, Catriona. You haven't changed a bit. We love you so much for being so humble. You still give time for us, even though you're in a different part of the world. So thank you so much, Catriona. And yes, as you said, this has been a long time coming. Since we saw your YouTube videos before that you were singing. Finally, you have an official recording out. So we're so happy you came up with this one. Thank you so much again to ABS-CBN Music and CS Music for this. Now, as we go along, sa mga viewers natin at home, please comment the advocacy that you R.Y.F or raise your flag for, and we'll try to read some later, okay? But for now, let's start the Q&A session with our friends from the media joining us from different parts of the world. All right, our first one is from Pinoy Vibes Toronto. Unahin na natin siya because guys, it's very late there now. We've got DJ Ryan. Hi, DJ Ryan. Please turn on your camera.
Hi, DJ. It's worth it. Even though I've waited for so many hours, I'm so excited. And thank you so much.
There,
You
DJ
look good
Ryan.
today, Vitay.
Okay.
Konti na lang, Miss Universe na rin.
Nakakahiya naman. DJ Ryan, anong oras na dyan?
It's 2:09 a.m. So just a Philippines,
Oh.
2:09 p.m. Yeah. So
Yes, exactly. Okay,
Madaling
go ahead,
malaman.
DJ Ryan. The floor is yours. Miss Catriona Gray is waiting for your question.
Oh yeah. So Catriona, it's my pleasure to meet you here again. And as you can see my background,
Likewise.
I took that picture for you. From you when you visited
Oh, yes!
Toronto.
For the Bantay Bata Foundation event.
Yes. Hope you like it.
Yes,
Anyway,
thank you.
okay. So my name is DJ Ryan of Pinoy Vibes Toronto, and thank you so much, TFC. So my question is, if you have a message to all our kababayan, especially here in North America, what is the best lyrics or part of Raise Your Flag song that you think will uplift Filipinos? Like, we all know that madalas ang discrimination here, especially here in North America. So yeah,
Thank you,
that's it.
Ryan, for the question. And also thank you for staying up so late to be here with us. I super duper appreciate it. A lyric that I would choose for the situation that you really highlighted, being that of facing discrimination or perhaps judgment from other people. There's a lyric in the song of R.Y.F that says, "Learn to lift each other up. We'll be stronger. Together we'll reach for the impossible." Because I really feel it can feel so overwhelming when you're facing something that seems bigger than you and you feel like you're alone in it. So that could be really exemplified in if you see discrimination happening in your workplace, in your friend group, maybe even in your own circles, you can stand up for that person or just kind of try and educate where that discrimination is coming from if you have the ability to do so. Because I'm all for standing up for something, but we also have to emphasize that we need to listen. We also need to have the conversation because that's how we can move forward together. So that would be the lyric that I would choose.
Thank you so much, Catriona. Very well said. Thank you for raising our flag. We love you.
Thank you.
I'm sure DJ Ryan speaks for all of us. Yes. Thank you so much, DJ Ryan. And we have another DJ from Pinoy Vibes Toronto. Please welcome DJ Akzi. Kindly join us. Hi.
Hi, hello everyone. Hi, Catriona.
Hi po.
Hello. So here's my question. We all know that once a beauty queen, you'll always be a beauty queen, and everyone is looking up to you as an inspirational Miss Universe from the Philippines. So my question would be, during this time of pandemic, how would your song continue to keep the faith of the people to raise our flag as a proud Filipino?
Thank you for the question. I really believe that this whole song's message is about standing up for someone or something. And that could easily be adapted to standing up for your fellow countrymen, standing up for their rights, for their safety, for their well being. And it can be something as simple as if you're an employer, really looking after the people underneath you, or in a family setting, how can you look out for the other families in your community that you can get involved in your community, such as being a volunteer or perhaps being a part of an organization. I know that it's very trying for all of us because there are so many surmounting challenges that each of us face around the world, really, not just in the Philippines. So it really is trying to just see how can I be of help to someone in even the smallest way. And I feel that that's the entire message of R.Y.F.
Thank you so much. You'll always be our inspiration. Thank you so much, Catriona.
Thank you po.
Thank you, DJ Abzi. And now let's move on to another friend from the media. We have Steve Angeles of Mixed News. Hi, Steve. Hello, Steve. Kindly turn on your camera and microphone. We are ready for your question.
Hi, Catriona. Steve from ABS-CBN North America and Mixed News. Actually caught you at the Fiesta Filipina the other night, so that was quite a pleasant surprise. So I wanted to ask you,
Yes.
coming from the pageant world, from the whole Miss Universe reign and everything you've done, how's the transition been like from being that to being a recording artist? Did you have to do any special
It's
training?
definitely a different field. And thank you for the question. I've always been passionate about music, and I've been training in vocal lessons and everything when I came back home to the Philippines after my reign. But in a way, it's very much similar to the job. Oh, hello, I'm cute.
I wanted to watch.
But
Her lava
the job
dress.
or the role in yes, very matching colors kayo. But the role of lending my voice to R.Y.F, coming from the position of being a Miss Universe, is a very similar one because it's lending my voice with a message that I personally believe in and that I hope will contribute to the community, which has always been the goal of mine in the platform of Miss Universe, to see what I could contribute and also encourage people to do the same. And I hope that R.Y.F is that same type of messaging. And I hope that people, as they could resonate with my journey to the Miss Universe crown and in elevating my home country of the Philippines, I hope that they can also resonate with the message of R.Y.F.
That's awesome. And could we expect to hear more in the future, like a full album or more?
Yes,
even more?
it's yes, definitely. It's been on my heart for the longest time, and of course, with everything with the pandemic, a lot of things have been changed around, and it's been a little bit difficult logistically, but it's been something in my heart, and I've been working on it silently. So I'm excited to release it sana soon for everyone to hear.
Awesome. Thank you. We're excited. Evie's excited. Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much, Steve.
Bye-bye.
And the baby. Thank you so much. Right,
Yes,
now
ang cute.
star, we have Gary de Guzman. Hi, Gary. Hi, Gary. Kindly turn your camera on and your microphone as well, so that we may get your question for Miss Catriona Gray. All right. So I think I will just be reading the question of Sir Gary. So Catriona, his question is,
Mhm.
what verse or line of your new single would best describe you? And the next question is,
Ooh.
what are your goals and plans for the rest of 2021? So let's go to the first question first. What do you think best
Ooh, a
describes
lyric or a line in R.Y.F that best
you?
describes me. Um, there is a line that says, whatever dream lays in your heart. And it's just this very small line, but it's something that really resonates with me because I've always been a believer that if you have a certain ambition or something that you're drawn to do, and or a
Mhm.
career path to follow or an interest, I really am a believer that that's not by chance. I really feel that you've had that dream in your heart for a reason. And so that's actually one of the lyrics that I changed myself, or I wrote in myself, from the first version that was done by KZ, because I just felt like it resonated with me and it was a thought that I really wanted to put in there. So yun ang line. And then the second question was, sorry.
So, what are your plans or goals for the rest of 2021?
Ooh, we do have a few. At the moment, of course, I'm here spending time with my family. But when I go back home, there's a few upcoming events. I will continue as an ambassador for NCCA and DTI, along with Smelter, Young Focus, and the Red Cross. These are organizations that I'm very passionate about and really enjoy working with, especially in light of the pandemic. It makes me feel like I can be fulfilled in a role that gives back to the community, because it's such a heavy feeling seeing how hard so many of our countrymen, their situations that they're in. And I completely recognize my privilege and also acknowledge that there are so many people who are falling on really, really hard times. So I will continue to be in a role of service for the rest of the year. And music is definitely in this year too. So excited for that.
Yay. Thank you for giving us a sneak peek into your 2021. Now let's go to our next friend from the media. We have Rhea Palos of Rhea Palos Hella Rhea, Kumu US NOLA. Hi, Rhea.
Hi, Queens. Greetings from the San Francisco Bay Area. Congratulations on the single. When I
Thank
read the
you.
beginning lyrics of Raise Your Flag, it brought back so many memories of when someone would ask me what I would want to be when I grow up. And sometimes people may be hesitant to share because some people may not be supportive or may not approve, or other people may not know what to say because maybe they don't know what they want to pursue. So how can Raise Your Flag influence people to look at the beauty of the situation and answer these questions with confidence?
I can completely resonate with that. When I was younger, when I had graduated high school, I had no idea what I wanted to do with myself. If you had asked me 5 years ago that I'd be here in this position, I would have looked at you like you were crazy, because I just really never saw it on my horizon. And I know that kind of pressure that comes with being a young person, trying to find who are you in this world and what is your place here? What is your purpose here? I just want to encourage our listeners, that there is a pressure to know the answer, but life is a journey and you're never presented with answers, because that's just not how life works, unfortunately. And we can have the tendency to plan all that we want, but at the end of the day, there will be realizations, life lessons, and experiences that will really nudge us or redirect us, as I like to say, to the destination that we were always meant to be in. So just have faith. And if you have that internal compass that says, you know what, these are my interests, these are things that I'm drawn to, I completely understand that in reality, in a lot of positions, we're told that we can't pursue that, or you need to pursue something else because maybe you're a provider for your family, maybe you have expectations from the people around you, and I completely understand that. But at a certain point, you have to ask yourself, how much of my life am I willing to live for someone else, or am I going to choose to live it for myself? It's not being selfish, because it's your life, diba? And I also understand that support is something that's not experienced by everyone, but again, it's just a decision that you have to make, because at the end of the day, you're going to look back and be like, how did I live my life? Did I live it how I wanted to, or did I live it for other people? And for some people, that's enough to live it for your family. That's a form of love. Eh? So it's really everyone's unique journey. I'm sorry that was a bit of a long answer, but
It's all good, but in relation to my first question, there's no doubt that within the Filipino culture, parents or older relatives have high expectations on what young adults like me should pursue regarding their education or occupation. But when writing and performing Raise Your Flag, how did you envision this song motivating someone to strive for and never give up on their dreams?
well, I feel like the song is very much a reflection of me and my journey. And I suppose I could use that as the example. The path that I took was a path where I failed multiple times. I had doors closed in my face in the beginning. I know a lot of people see the crown and are like, oh, she wanted to be a beauty queen from when she was a kid, and it just worked out for her. And that is completely not the case. I hope that the song could really be a reflection that, life isn't easy. Getting to a dream isn't easy, but if you just take it one step at a time, which is also in the lyrics, keep that internal compass to tell you, okay, am I heading in the right direction? And hopefully the people around you will support you. But if they also are maybe not supportive or don't agree, it's also a form of them looking after you, or wanting the best for you. But I hope that if ever you were to pursue what you really wanted to, that they would realize, she's happy or he's happy. And as a guardian or as a parent, as a family member, if they're happy, then I should be happy too. I hope that they would have that realization. But again, you never know. But it's about how much you're willing to give to really reach your own dream.
Got it. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you for those questions, Rhea. That was such an inspiring exchange. Now let's see what our next friend from the media has to ask. Catriona, we have Adrian Pangilinan of SDFC and the Philam Film Collective.
Hello, thank you everyone for having me. Hi, Catriona.
Hello po.
Kind of starstruck. Okay, so I'm just gonna go with my question para hindi na magkano gulo-gulo. Pero so my first question is what does being Filipino mean to you, and how do you feel like you've been able to translate that into your newest single?
Thank you for that question. Being Filipino means a lot of things to me, but I suppose in this context, I could give the answer of being Filipino means that I care about my countrymen, I care about my culture, and I care about everything that makes us Filipino. I'm a cultural ambassador, but I'm also someone who really tries to uplift the lives of fellow Filipinos. And I feel that that's the message of R.Y.F, standing up for someone, standing up for something. I mean, June is Pride Month. So R.Y.F could also apply to promoting inclusivity and equality, could also lend its voice to standing up for education, standing up for equal rights. So that is the meaning of R.Y.F for me. I know it started as an ode to my journey in Miss Universe, but I hope that through my interpretation of the song, it can evolve to how I see the song, which is that it means to stand up for something. It's not about being just proud of your country. It's about raising your voice for something.
Yay, thank you. And actually, if it's okay with you, somebody had asked my second question, but I'm just gonna do like a offset related one. So for your first album, like full album, what do you feel like you would call that album? The title of the album, I'm curious.
Ooh. I think it's hard to tell because the name of an album or the feel of an album really depends on what the songs are, what the storytelling is. And the kind of artist that I see myself to be is a storyteller, because I do love telling stories and sharing journeys and sharing experiences. So I don't know what I would name it. We'll just have to see.
Yeah, when the time comes. Thank you. Thank you for having me, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Stay
you so
safe.
much for.
Thank you,
Thank you, you
Adrian.
too.
And thank you for adjusting your question. See, Adrian, could be, in a beauty pageant as well. He knows how to adapt, adjust. Okay, now let's go
Thinking on
to
your
Brad.
feet.
Exactly, because someone asked his question already. Now let's go to Bradford Atkins of Philippine News. Hi, Bradford. Kindly turn on your camera and microphone so that we can hear you and see you. Hi,
Hello,
Brad.
can you hear me? Can you
Yes,
hear me?
we can. We can. Hello.
Hi, hi, Kat. How are you?
Hello po, I'm well. Yourself?
I'm good. I was in the Philippines when you won Binibini. I was in Bangkok when you won
Oh,
the Universe Crown, and I was very
Amazing.
happy. Yeah, as Miss
Thank you.
Universe, by default, you became a citizen of the world, the universe rather. And with the pandemic and all, local artists are exploring other opportunities outside their birthplace, trying to raise their own flag out there. Will you consider that venturing into an international career in the future since things are changing? Maybe Hollywood?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely think. Oh, thank you. Well, thank you for being there at both of my winning moments. I can attest that the energy there was something very, very memorable. So it's great that you were there. When it comes into terms of pursuing something internationally, I definitely am open to the opportunity. And in a way, I feel like many of us, including myself, are actually doing that because now social media allows us to really reach audiences outside of our home country through digital, through streaming services, through like media comes just like this, where we have friends and partners from all over the world. It really gives the platform that extended reach. So I would love to be able to perform in different places around the world, but I really feel that the way that digital has allowed us to really expand our reach for our different talents and creations, like music, like film, it's really given that opportunity to reach people around the world. So
Thank you for that answer. Regarding your song,
thank
here's
you.
my favorite, parts, lyrics of your song, Raise Your Flag, quote unquote. For the ones who
Mhm.
think they cannot get somewhere, raise your flag. For the ones who think no one believes in them, raise your flag. For the ones who already feel like giving up, raise your flag. Miss Catriona, admit it or not, there were times in your life before, during, and after Miss Universe that you had your own share of self doubts.
Oh
Can
yeah.
you let us in on that? Can you let us in on that? Like, how did you overcome
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, I've had many, many, and I still have them today. I mean, I think it's a completely normal reaction or experience as a human being when you're putting yourself out there in any type of way, whether it be in pursuing a new career or, a new skill or even a new workplace. There's always that aspect of self-doubt. And it just means that you really care about what you're doing. But I guess some of the most memorable moments of self-doubt and how I overcame it, one would definitely be submitting my application for Bining Bining Pilipinas because I had come from failing to get the crown for my country of the Philippines at my first international pageant. And I really gave my heart into that pursuit. And so I had the hurt of losing. And I had both support and also people saying, ay, kaya pala, she lost because ito. And so wanting to then try again, there was so much doubt and fear na parang, am I really going to have a different fate this time? Or was that first experience enough to define this entire opportunity for me? Will I even get in as a candidate? Will I even get the crown of Miss Universe? Or will I end up with another title? It was an incredibly humbling experience for me, but I realized that I really felt when I was on stage, when I was given the opportunity to utilize a platform to speak about things that I care about, I felt like I was meant to be there. And so my heart was searching for that feeling again. So I said to myself, what do I have to lose? I could either live my life defined by fear and regret never having tried, or I can just try and I can fail again, but at least I can tell myself that I tried.
Thank you.
Thank you for.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Ted.
Brad. Wow. Thank you for the honesty, by the way, Catriona. Your answers are amazing. And thank you to our friends from the media for the
Thank
questions.
you.
We've gone from like, just being a recording artist to what it means to be a Filipino and then your self doubts now. We're getting pretty deep, guys. Okay. Now let's go to our next friend
Yeah,
from the
super.
media. We have Rachel Mendiola of Asian Journal. Hello.
Hi. Hi.
Great hair.
Hi.
My
Mm-mm.
hi. My question is, um, what's the most memorable experience you've had while recording Raise Your Flag?
Ooh, most memorable experience. I think would have had to be the moment that, well, it happened this year that we actually got the go ahead that we could finally release, because we actually recorded the song in the first quarter of 2020. It's been sitting in the archives for that long. So I guess yung feeling na parang, oh my gosh, it's actually going to happen. But it just felt like I'm a great believer in that things happen for a reason. And I feel like I hope that the message during this time, through everything that everyone's going through, will still resonate with them. And R.Y.F is an anthem for me. It's very personal, the song. So I hope that people could really connect to that. And so I'm just really happy that it's finally seeing the light of day. And of course, everyone is showing so much support, which I'm so grateful of.
Okay, thank you and congrats on your single.
Thank you
Thank you,
for.
Rachel. Okay, now let's go to someone who's always with us in our media conferences, Kate Adahar of Random Republica. Thanks for being here again.
Hi, thank you, I. Hi, Kat. My question is, we know a lot about your journey as a
Hi.
beauty queen, but as a singer, when did you start singing? And did you also have that Filipino kid experience of singing at gatherings or joining contests?
Yeah, definitely. I've loved singing ever since I was little. I just never thought I had what it takes to be a singer until I was about 18 years old. Because I would just sing along a lot around the house. I would always love listening to music, and all throughout my academic life, I would always be in choir in school, and I took part in musicals and recitals, and I was lead of my jazz band in high school. So it was kind of just a common thread through my younger life. And then when I first heard my voice recorded in an actual studio, because I decided to make a cover of a song for my mom for Mother's Day. And I remember the moment that I heard my voice come through the speakers, and I was like, "That me?" But even until this day, I have a lot of nervousness when it comes to the arena of music, because I feel like such a newbie, and I feel like there is such a need for me to prove myself in this space, because I am very grateful to have the opportunity to have this platform, mainly because I brought pride to our country through Miss Universe. But I feel ever more the pressure to really mark my space in the music industry. And it just felt very fitting to start with this song, which is actually my second release in music, comparing it to We're in This Together, which was very much a part of my journey also. So I guess this is almost, in a way, a closure of that journey before I really go off into defining who I am as an artist, after my Miss Universe journey. But it just felt very important for me personally to put my spin or my interpretation on this song that was inspired by my journey. So,
Thanks. And speaking of that, how would you describe Catriona before and after raising the flag as Miss Universe?
Ooh. In a lot of ways, I feel very much the same. I just feel that the platform was enlarged, or I was given more of a reach. But my passion for what I do is very much the same, if not stronger now, because I've given the opportunity been given the opportunity to really travel and hear so many different experiences and stories of other people, that's really deepened my understanding of worldly issues. And it's really challenged me as a spokesperson to really up my understanding, because the world is so complex and people are so complex. And there's never just an easy answer for everything. There's never just one side. So it's really given me the opportunity to really challenge my understanding. But I'm very, very grateful for it. And just really excited to be heading into this new endeavor also.
Thank you and congratulations, Kat. Thanks, Ai.
Thank you, Kate. Okay, now we have another
Thank
friend.
you.
We have Von Belinario of One News Philippines and TV5. Hi, Von.
Hi, BJ Ai. Hi, Kat. Nice to see you again virtually.
Hi. Long
Congratu-
time no see.
Long time no see, Kat. So, Kat, congratulations on this new single. No, so aside from the
Thank
nationalistic
you.
and cultural vibes of this song, how personal is this music for you?
Super personal, because even though it is really inspired by the things I've said in my Miss Universe journey, when I said those things, they came from a very personal place for me. So it was an amazing experience to first hear this song, and I remember it really vividly because it was at my homecoming concert in 2019 in Araneta, and KZ and Critico performed it, and I was just blown away by the amazing job that Sir Jonathan Manalo and Trisha Denise really did in creating this anthemic song. And it was a very also full circle for me to see that, because I really believe that music is one of the greatest connecting mediums that is out there, which is why I love music so much. And to see that so many people now, with my interpretation of the song, also can really recognize and connect to the messaging, which has really evolved from my personal journey, which is where those original statements came from, surpassing the meaning of patriotism or love for country, and now to really being a spokesperson, being an advocate yourself. And I know that those are quite large, fluffy words, but really in this day that we're going through so many challenges and so many different hardships, the world needs more people to stand up. The world needs more people to get involved and to give back and to contribute. So R.Y.F is really a call to action. And that's why it's so fulfilling to be able to put out this type of message.
Wow, speaking of message, Kat, no, of course, we all know that you have lots of fans, supporters from the LGBTQ plus community, and it's a Pride Month. So may we have your
Yes.
message to the community, for the community?
Yes, to the LGBTQ plus community, happy Pride Month. And also to all of the allies out there. It is now time more than ever to again redirect the spotlight on the conversation revolving around our LGBTQ plus community. I tweeted out this morning that it is a prime opportunity for us to look back on how far we have come and how far we have yet to go in the fight for equality. Because at the end of the day, that is what we are fighting for together. It is all of our fights. Because you cannot say that I, as an ally, have equality if my friends do not. It just doesn't work. And so I hope that more people could be educated and made aware of this month, because I noticed that a lot of the conversations that happen, most of the people that are against the community are those that are maybe just not knowledgeable of the plight of the LGBTQ community, of our friends, or maybe they just lack understanding, and that's completely okay. But I hope that we would be given opportunities to really raise awareness and education so that we could extend further our fight for equality this Pride Month.
Wow. Kat, sorry pahabol. What would be your participation in the Binibining Pilipinas Coronation Night on July?
Ooh, there's an announcement coming up very soon. So I'll let everyone wait for that, Muna. But yes, I will definitely be there.
Wow. We're looking forward to that. And again, thank you so much, Kat, for answering all my questions. And congratulations. Keep safe.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you, Ai.
Thank you also, Von. Okay, now we have a question from Michelle Soliman of Business World Arts and Leisure.
Hi DJIE, thank you. And hi Catriona. I first
Hey,
saw
Miss
you as
Michelle.
your I first saw you at the NCCA ambassador announcement event. That was I think 2 years
Oh,
ago.
yes
So,
po.
nice to meet you virtually, and I have to address my question too. So my question is, now that you're venturing into music, as you were also as a kid, and you also studied music before,
Mhm.
what would you want or hope to explore as an artist and as a musician, venturing out from your time as a beauty queen with the
Yeah, I
release of the
really,
single?
yeah, I would really love to show who Catriona is as an artist and more of an extension of who I am as a person, because I know that the title of Miss Universe has a lot of connotations with being a beauty queen, which is always looking a certain way and, being on stages in beautiful dresses. It has this certain identity already. And I have loved owning that identity, and I still do in many facets of the position that I'm in. But I would really love to invite people in as an artist to know my stories as a person, not as a beauty queen. I really resonate with being a storyteller through music. And so I would think that that would be a theme in the music that I am to put out. And so, yeah, I would hope that my listeners of my music would get to know me as a person through listening to it.
My second question would be, are there plans for you to participate in any online concerts or anything of those events while we are waiting for live events?
Yes. Yes, they're definitely in the pipeline. So I'm excited for that. If ever, it will be my first online concert participation. So it's very, very exciting, and I really look forward to it.
Thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you, Michelle.
Okay, now let's go to Flo Galindez of flowgalindez.com.
Hi, Kat.
Hi.
Hello, sorry. Okay, sobrang starstruck pa rin ako sa'yo and you're so beautiful. Thanks, DJI.
Thank you.
Okay, people get attached with songs, especially because of the beat, diba? Pero with this song, R.Y.F, I hear people already mention that there are so many good lines. But we want to hear it from you. What is the best line of the R.Y.F that make it as your fight song and the future fight song of other people?
Ooh, I love this question. Thank you very much. It's a hard question because, like you just said, I feel that there are so many lyrics and lines in R.Y.F that resonate with different people for different reasons. One that I feel is really the chorus, and I know that's multiple lines, but it has the sentiment of raise your flag, which I also feel connotates to stand up for or do something about or take action for those who feel they can't get anywhere, those who feel like giving up. Because just in our certain current circumstance, in what so many people are going through, I feel like so many generations at each level are feeling disheartened about different things. It could be the younger generations who are having problem with their education system because the transition to online, it's not all equal access. And perhaps they're feeling very disheartened about that because the pressure to support a family is still there. The pressure to do well, to reach a certain career path is still there. Or you could have the older generations who perhaps feel disheartened because of the state of their nation or their access to healthcare or the plight of their community. So it's really an empowering message, empowering in the sense that it's a call to action of what can we do for our fellow person. And that's what I hope our R.Y.F, the song itself, would really stir in people that listen to it. And it's an anthem. It's a call to action to be something for someone, to raise your voice for someone or something.
Okay. You're mentioning about the raise your voice, those things. Aside from being the queen cat of Miss Universe, what are the other best raise your flag story that is worth sharing for so many generations to come?
Ooh, you mean in like my life so far?
Yes.
Flo is definitely
Um,
asking the hard
I would
questions.
really think that it would be revolving around my yeah, diba? It would definitely be revolving around my community outreach programs because that is actually the motivation that even led me to pageantry in the first place. It was hearing other people's stories about their plights and their challenges, things that they really came up against, the lack of support, or just the disheartenedness or the disenchantment that they faced when even looking towards pursuing what they wanted to in life, or even just not having access to basic human rights, healthcare, education, support. So that's really what became my battle cry and what I saw pageantry to be an fire of. And so my journey to raising our flag on the Miss Universe stage found its heart in really wanting to do something about my countrymen to try and help. So that was the original R.Y.F moment. It started so many things for me. So it definitely is my most memorable and probably the turning point of my life.
Yes. Thank you, Kat, for giving us RYF, and thank you for being inspiration to us Filipinos. Thank you, Kat. Thank you,
Thank
DJ.
you. Thank you very much.
Flo Galindez of FloGalindez.com. Now let's have the always energetic Albert Brian Abelido of Chicanes. Hi, Albert.
Hey, mabuhay! Thank you,
Hi,
DJ
mabuhay.
Ann. Thank you, Kat. How are you?
Okay naman, ikaw.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yung question ko is, was there a point in your life wherein you were thinking twice of raising our Philippine flag?
Hindi naman. I don't think so because it's always been something that's given me great purpose because all throughout my journey and being on the international stage or pursuing this career in being a spokesperson, being an advocate, it has always been for the goal of doing it for someone else. And that's exactly what I believe the whole message of R.Y.F is. It's acting out on a personal basis to do something for someone else. It's a very outward motion. It's a giving action. So I don't know. It just seems like it really is present in my whole journey. So no, I don't think I've ever thought twice about it.
Okay. Yeah, kasi syempre, di ba, hindi naman perfect ang ating nation, ganyan. But at least yung
But
sense of pride is always there.
people are always worth wanting to fight for a better tomorrow for them, to fight for better, access to certain things, education, to, really allow our future generations to inherit a better nation. That's always worth fighting for.
Correct, correct. And dear, yung last question ko is, how do you feel when there are candidates or contestants who copies your performance? Parang nagiging copycat, ganyan. And somehow, sometimes, they were put into a disadvantaged position because of that.
I don't know that I agree with the term of copycat. I understand the resemblance perhaps to my brand because I was very consistent with the ear cuff and the turns and the slit in the dress. My brand was very consistent from my nationals to Miss Universe. So I understand maybe resemblance in silhouettes, but I don't feel that I can take ownership of the side part and the slit in the dress and an ear cuff. You know what I mean? It's not mine to own. And I also know in the journey of representing your country and pageantry, it is all about the girl wanting to feel her most beautiful and her most empowered and her most confident. So if that is in a style that perhaps she feels that way, then own it. And it doesn't necessarily put them at a disadvantage. I mean, people may have the recall like, oh, that's a similar dress, but each girl has her own journey. And if they've gone with that style, it means that they feel beautiful and confident in that. And who are we to say that, it affects their journey because it's their decision. It's their journey and how they wish to portray themselves through it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, dear, and congratulations. Good luck.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you.
Thanks, Albert. Okay, now let's go to Alan Sancon of Stars Photog.
Hi,
Alan.
DBI. Hi, Catriona.
Hi, Alan.
Hello, nice to see you again after a long time.
Opo. Ang tagal na, no?
At yung tanong ko sa iyo, aside from singing, are you planning to enter also yung acting or hosting? And if given a chance, sino yung gusto mo makatrabaho on your first launching movie?
Oh, it's hard to say because I'm definitely open to opportunities in acting. Although I feel in it, why do I say that? Because I don't feel like I have any experience whatsoever. But I would love to be given the opportunity to have like an action movie because I have a black belt in karate from when I was younger, and I would love the opportunity to like have a fight scene or something. So I guess that would be something I'd super be open to. In regards to working with different people, honestly, I would not be picky whatsoever because I feel like it would be a learning experience either way, and that is what I would need as a newcomer into that type of field. So, yun. And hi to your dog, ang cute. Hi.
The follow-up question to you is, are you open working with some milby on your movie or in some acting projects?
Yeah, I would be open to it. But I guess we really enjoy keeping our relationship quite private. So it's not that we're opposed to working together. I guess that it would be different, diba? Parang it's either marketing your relationship with a project or keeping it for yourself. So yun lang.
Thank you, Kat, and congratulations.
Thank
Hope to see you
you.
here in the Philippines again soon.
Yes, definitely po. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We've been seeing children and now dogs.
I
You thought
know.
everybody wants to meet you, Kat.
It
Okay,
makes
now-
me miss my dog back home.
Oh, I'm sure your dog misses you too. But now let's go to philstar.com. We have Danny Bernardo joining us today. Hi.
Hey Kat, how are you? Speaking of copycats, I have a copycat.
Aw,
And also yourself.
Ganda.
Thank you.
Danny.
Yes. How's your pandemic life in Australia so far, and how was it being a recording star during the pandemic?
Ooh, well, to be honest, it doesn't feel like pandemic life here kasi sobrang swerte nila sa Australia, walang naka-mask. It's like back to normal. And I'm so sorry if you hear something noisy. There's a big truck that's passing. I hope my audio is still okay. But it's practically back to normal here. They're very strict on their border restrictions, but it's just been so wonderful to spend time with my family. I'm very close to my parents, being an only child, and I'm so used to seeing them at least once a year. And my dad, he's quite an older dad, so parang ang fear na nasa isip ko palagi, especially since last year, is what do if something happens and I wasn't able to spend time with him, and it would just the thought would haunt me. And I'm just so happy I was given the opportunity by Lord to finally go and see them, and it was such an emotional reunion. That it's been wonderful spending time with them. And then to your second question, being a recording artist during the pandemic, I mean it's offered its fair share of challenges in regards to there's not the opportunity to really do live events or really connect with people face to face. I think there's a certain magic about performing live, and really being able to interpret a song to a live listener. which obviously we really don't have the opportunity to do. Ayan, my audio must be better since that truck passed. Pasensya na. We don't have the opportunity to do that, but I'm also thankful that kahit paano, this song has been able to enter into the homes of so many different people, not just in the Philippines, but around the world through digital and through our platforms. And so it's just a really wonderful thing to be a part of, that we're still somehow connecting, even though we're not face to face.
So, my next question, are you willing to collaborate with your lookalike Olivia Rodrigo to raise our flag in our global music scene? And do you think she has what it takes to be Miss Universe too?
Oh, it's so funny. I see on Twitter all the time people saying that we look alike, and oh my hamig. It's so funny, no? But she's doing so well. She's so talented, and it's so nice to see her that she's on her debut album. She's doing so well at such a young age. I would love to collaborate with her. That would be awesome. In regards to Miss Universe, I mean, if she wanted to, but it really depends if you really want to go in that certain direction. As with any career or opportunity, your heart needs to be invested in it. It's not just something on a whim lang. It requires so much dedication. It requires a lot of training and preparation. So if she wanted to, why not?
Thank you very much, Kat.
Thank you,
Thank you po.
Leonardo. And just to follow up on that, Catriona, I was actually the one who posted the video of Olivia reacting to you because she was also asked about you, and
You
she
did.
said all these nice things about you. Were you able to watch it?
Yes, I was super fangirling because I was just so shocked. I didn't think, because like I would imagine that with releasing new music that does so well, that your feeds and everything would just be inundated. But she obviously saw some of the tweets comparing us, or maybe she has Filipino family. I don't know how the connection happened, but it was super cool to see her talking about me. And then she even mentioned my music, and I was like, what?
Yes, she says that she listens to your music. And yes, by the way,
I
she's
know.
Filipino too.
Right? So I'm just like, that was crazy. But I saw that video. I sent it to my friends. We were all like, really? That's crazy.
Cute. Okay, well, we just wanted to know more about your take on that. So thank you for saying that.
Of
Now
course.
let's go to someone from the Philippine Star this time. We have Charmy Joy Pagulong.
Hi. So Kat, my only question is that was there a point in your life that you feel like giving up, and what did you do to overcome it?
Hi, thank you for that question. Yeah, definitely. There's been multiple points where I felt like giving up, or I didn't feel like I was good enough or capable enough. One of them was when I was quite young. I was 21. I was breadwinner of my parents at the time, and I didn't have any new work opportunities coming in, and it just felt like I kept getting no's. Like every single opportunity kept closing on me, and I was just like, is there something wrong with me? Is there something that I don't know, na may kulang, or am I not good enough? Don't I have anything to offer? Na parang I questioned everything about myself. I questioned if I had even made the right decision to live in the Philippines at that time. And I felt like such a disappointment to my family. And it was just a very hard time for me. But it was really through strengthening my faith, which is really when my faith journey started as a Christian, that really pulled me out of that. And also, I was introduced to volunteerism, which then introduced me to pageantry. So I all of a sudden felt na parang si Lord was guiding me talaga. You're just saying, wait lang anak, I have something for you, just wait lang, be patient lang.
All right, thank you. Yun lang.
Thank
you,
you
Charmy,
po.
for that question. Now let's go to what'sup.ph. We have Alessandra Pandan. What's up, Alessandra?
Hi, thank you, PJ. Hi, Miss Kat.
Hi.
So my question would be, if you will be given the chance to have a collaboration with a Filipino artist and sing one OPM song, who would it be? What song it would be, and
What song it would be, I don't know, but I would love to collaborate with KZ or Jaya or even Moira. They're all cornerstone in, which is so funny because I just really admire their artistry and how they've really carved out their own sound. And yeah, you can just see that their heart is in what they're doing. As for the song itself, I don't know off the top of my head, but sana I could collaborate with them one day.
Okay, for my second question and last question, since the song is all about reaching for your dreams, what can you advise to all young Filipino artists who are trying to stand up for something and trying to prove their talents despite of the doubts and fear?
Yeah, my advice would be like it's always going to be really challenging. I can't guarantee that there will ever be a time that anything will be really easy or something will be madali lang. Because it's just how life is, no? But I would really encourage you that even though you come across those challenges or you come across people who will try to put you down or try to silence you, if you just continue to keep working towards what you want to do and keep learning, then your efforts will not be in vain. Whether you end up going to that destination that you always imagined yourself, or you end up somewhere completely different, but that just is what happened. I think that that is still considered success. Because, like, I mean, you can never just assume or plan out where you think you're gonna go or what you're gonna do or be successful at. I'm sure everyone here can attribute to maybe studying a certain college degree and ended up doing something completely different. Or maybe they had a certain stand on something and then through different experiences or meeting different people, their understanding started to evolve. So we're all just a result of our life experiences and lessons. So I would just encourage everyone to just keep going. Keep going lang. Please don't give up, because what an injustice it would be for you to give up, because perhaps you were meant to have a huge space in this world and to have a huge voice, and it would be such a pity if you didn't have that because one day you had just given up on yourself.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that inspiration and advice. Stay safe there.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you to our youngest member of the MediaCon, Alessandra Hernandez, rather, of whatsup.ph. Now let's go to Marco Polo Demo of cuentonitoto.com.
Hi, good afternoon. Hi. Thank you, Miss
Hello po.
DJI. Hi, Kat. Yan.
Hello po.
Yan. It's been matagal na, no? Yung parang lunch pa ata nung book mo. Okay. So my first question is, since kanina pinag-usapan na yung about collaboration, would you love to collaborate with Sam in a song?
Yeah, why not? He just doesn't sing much these days kasi.
So
But
if
it would
ever,
be great too, definitely.
what dyan, anong kanta yung or anong type ng kanta?
Baka acoustic, because I just think I'm such a fan of Sam's voice in general. So something acoustic would be wonderful. Yeah, I don't know what song. Sam, love song.
Okay. Actually, lahat ng question ko na parang napahapyawan na kanina. So yun. Another question, siguro. If you're not Catriona Gray, the beauty queen, how can you resonate the meaning of R.Y.F to today's generation na mas prefer nila yung mga K-pop songs?
Oh, I mean, it's not bad that people are a fan of another country's music and talent. That doesn't necessarily mean that if you support or love another genre or another type of talent that you less support or less love your own. I don't think it's like one in spite of the other, diba? But it was really to hopefully we give the same platforms as we do to international artists to our local artists, because I honestly really believe that Philippines has the potential to have the same artistry and the same success as Korea when it comes to their performing arts, because we have so many talented creatives and performers in the Philippines. that I really feel that it's possible. We just need to be given the support and the platform to do it.
Okay, thank you, Miss Kat. Stay safe. Thank you,
Thank
Miss. Thank you,
you. You too.
BJI.
Thank you also, Marco Polo Demo. And now I would like to read out the question of Miss Renee Nuevo of Metro Style. She asks, which lyric or lyrics from the song resonates with you most and why?
Ooh. Have to be the lyric of there'll be those who say we can't. We have to be braver. That was another lyric that I tweaked a little bit. Because yeah, just in anything that you do, and I'm sure in any career you're in or any position that you're in, you're always going to meet naysayers or people that question you or tell you maybe, why are you doing that? Why would you do that? Or just, putting doubt into your mind, people that say you can't or you won't. But it all the more it requires a certain type of courage to go against that because it is scary. It is scary to fail. It's scary to put yourself out there. But I don't really believe that anything great has ever been achieved without putting yourself out there and being brave. So that's a lyric that really resonates with me and I hope would resonate with other people also.
I love how you're revealing lyrics that you tweaked because it shows us how hands-on you are, and you didn't just cover this song, you didn't just do your version of it. You really wanted it to be your own. So that's great.
Yeah.
Let's go to our next friend from the media. We have Odie Jose of Cinema News. Hi, Sir Odie.
Hello, Kat.
Hello po.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi.
Congratulations. Hi, Miss I.
Thank you.
Hi, BJ. Ayan. Miss Kat, here's my question. Kasi in your Instagram post, you explained that after several tries, you finally meet your and reunite your family in Australia. How does it feel seeing your family after again face to face after a long time, after 1.5 years?
It was very surreal and very emotional. Like we all were just crying. Because it was just such a long time. I mean, I've been away from my family before, but it was always like by choice. It has never been, something that was forced upon us. And I'm an only child. And my dad is already 76 years old now. And it was just kind of a fear that I would always have having an older dad now. What would I do if something would happen to him and either I couldn't be there or I would regret not having time with him. Nah. And also I think the pandemic made a lot of us realize that family is one of the most important and valuable things. And it just broke my heart really that I couldn't be with them at such a scary time. My dad even opened up to me when I finally came home that he had this fear that he might never see me again because of the pandemic. And so you can imagine, just as a family, we were very emotional. And every time that we would video call when I was away in the Philippines and they were here, there were many times where there were tears, even though we're just trying to keep that very strong resolve. But that was just the reality for my family for a very long time. I've had how many canceled flights and canceled plans causing me to delay coming to see them. And so finally coming to Australia and undergoing the 15-day long quarantine and nasa hotel room lang ako. And then finally the day after being reunited with them, it was just so I was just like crying and they were crying and it just felt like coming home, because family, like your heart is where your family is, right? And I'm very close to my parents. So it was an answered prayer talaga. And I can only pray for other families that were in my family's position na sana they could have the same reality as mine soon, that they could be reunited again. Because I just know, as someone who's experienced it, how this pandemic has really separated so many from their families and their loved ones. So my heart really goes out to them.
Thank you very much, Miss Kat. Thank you. Stay safe. God bless. And also with you,
Thank
DJ
you.
I.
Thank you, Sir Odie.
Thank
And
you,
don't
Odie.
be safe with your face mask there. Now, we have a few of them joining us from Tag 91.1. We have Bluebird and Carrie Bell. Hi.
Hello, good afternoon here in Dubai, UAE. Hi, DJ IE and
Hello.
Queen Cat. Hello. I don't know if you remembered, but we have interviewed you 2 years ago here in Dubai.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. How can I
Yeah.
forget? Grabe.
Grabe yun. Pinuno mo yung mall namin dito sa Dubai. And so we want to know, kasi we are very excited, of course, your journey as a beauty queen, 'di ba? Nandiyan pa rin, pero ngayon you're starting another journey naman as a recording artist. So, my question for you is, now being a recording artist, I'm sure it's a different environment yan compared to the beauty pageant world. And while doing Raise Your Flag, 'di ba? Recording Raise Your Flag and the upcoming tracks, di ba? Music mo. Gusto ko malaman, what have you learned or discovered about yourself for the first time?
Thank you for the question. I think I've come to a lot of realizations in a way na parang, if I look back at my journey in pageantry, I really started as someone who didn't know anything. And I combined experience with preparation and training to really be able to be successful in that pursuit. And it feels like I'm starting all over again in music. If I can be completely honest, it's like I have the same fears that I really had in my beginning days of pageantry, where I feel like a newbie and I feel like I have to prove myself. I have to earn my stripes, I guess you could put it. And it's a very vulnerable feeling also putting out music, especially music that's so personal to you. Even though I didn't write all of the lyrics here, I tweaked and rewrote maybe a few lines in my interpretation of it, but it was based on a lot of things that I said personally in my journey. So it almost feels as if I wrote it in a way. And to put music out that is a reflection of yourself is a very vulnerable position to be in, because if people critique your music, it's like they're critiquing you or what your heart is saying or trying to communicate in that message. So I feel very vulnerable, but ever more so, I feel very supported and encouraged by all the wonderful supportive messages I've been receiving about how the song has really resonated with certain people. To see that it's not only connecting to people who may have, followed along with the journey of Miss Universe, but also to other people who really believe in the message and what it's really trying to convey. So it's definitely a memorable experience, and I don't think there's a better way to kick off going into music. It's not my first single, but it's something that really is about a moment that really redefined my life. So it's really exciting.
Can I add something to that? What's great or amazing about you, Queen Cat, is that when you want something, yun nga, very goal-oriented ka, you just go for it, di ba? Despite the fact na, sabi mo nga, vulnerable ka. But at the end of the day, we see that you're always successful. So you truly are an inspiration. And we thank you for that.
Thank you. That's so kind of you. Thank you.
And I think Bluebird will have a question also.
Thank you, thank you. This is my first time kinabahan ako eh. Pero look at first time ko. Inasahan ko to at saka me myself want to hear you doing this. Sana lang mangyari ito. Do you have any plan of writing or singing or unreleasing a full Tagalog song or maybe Taglish?
Yeah, I would definitely love to, and I'm very sure that it will happen. So yeah, I feel like being Filipino is such a large part of my identity and is such a big part of my journey and my purpose so far. So it definitely would feel right coming from a storytelling point of view that I really utilize that language in some sort of expression through a song or maybe a series of songs. It definitely feels like it will happen. So I have no doubt that I definitely will
Yeah.
have some.
Thank you, Kat. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Bluebird and Carrie Bell.
Thank you for
all the way from Dubai. We're down to our last three sets of questions. Catriona, I hope you're still okay. I mean,
yes,
your answers
all
are
good.
good. Now let's go to Nelly Rosopa. Again, Nelly Rosopa and Irene Ainza of Kabayan Radio or Kabayan Radio with a Q.
Hi. Hi, VGI
Hello po.
and Miss Catriona Gray. You're so
Hello
beautiful.
po. Thank you po.
Yes po. We have a questions in here. How do you correlate your song Raise Your Flag to the current situation during this pandemic to all Filipinos around the world?
Yeah, thank you for that question. The message of Raise Your Flag is really a call to action to be of service, to take action, to do something for someone or something. And I feel like a resonating feeling that has just, overcome us during the last course of the last year and a half has been one of disheartenedness, of feeling overwhelmed, of feeling discouraged, of feeling hopeless. I know that I felt all of those things in the course of a year and a half. And I hope that an inspiring song like R.Y.F can really give off a message of, how can we do something for someone else that perhaps can change their reality and how they're seeing the situation. I feel like a lot of people say like there's hardly anything, or it's so hard to see the good now because the news and everything that's happening. But hopefully this song could get people to take action so that they could become the good in someone's day, or maybe the good in someone's life through either an act of service or getting involved in their community, or just acts of kindness to their fellow person if they're going about their chores or their errands, or maybe in their school or their workplace. That's really the message of R.Y.F, and that's what I hope people would take away from it.
Any upcoming projects that we can watch out for?
Yes, there are, but nothing that I can plug at the moment because they're still all falling together and the timeline isn't really solid as is with the last year and a half. But definitely new music coming in the next couple of months, and also a few events that'll be coming up also in aligned with the different charity groups that I work with, and also some upcoming projects too.
Thank you and congratulations to your new song.
Thank you.
Hope you can visit us here in Qatar.
Yes, I would love to. Sana po.
Thank you very much, VGI.
Yes, you too, Miss Nelly or Miss Irene. I didn't get your name. Is it Nelly?
I'm Nelly.
Oh, you're Nelly. I'm so sad Irene wasn't able to join us. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Nelly of Kabayan Radio, all the way from Qatar. Now we have Pia of Expat Media. Hi, Pia.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Catriona. So, my question is, you said earlier that you felt like a newbie in the music industry and that you feel like you're starting all over again with your career in music, right? So I guess with that, with what you said, I guess a lot of people can resonate with that. Maybe not just the fresh graduates right now, but probably the people out there who in this recent pandemic have been forced to switch careers. So my question is, what advice would you give to someone who is just starting their career in music or in any career for that matter?
Ooh. Well, first, I want to encourage you that I think everyone starts that way. I don't believe anyone starts off being an expert or professional at anything. It always starts from the ground up. So I hope to encourage you with that. Just as, being on stage in pageantry, I did not walk like that 5 years ago. It was something that I really had to learn step by step. And it's just like that with any other career. I think as long as your action plan really involves trying to find educational resources or trying to work on and improve your skills in any way that you can. That way you're preparing yourself and setting yourself up for success. There's something that I've always resonated with, and that is the formula of preparedness plus opportunity equals success. So in whatever way that you can prepare, that could be maybe talking to people in the field that you're hoping to go in, getting their advice and experience, because you'll find that there are a lot of people who are more than happy to pass on their wisdom or their knowledge to someone and be a mentor to someone. I think mentorship is a very valuable resource. And even further education, even if it's a free resource online or just reading. And then, just continue working on yourself. If the opportunity hasn't yet presented itself, have faith that it will in God's perfect timing, because there is a small aspect of luck there. But if you are prepared and that opportunity finally does come along, I really am confident that you'll be successful because you have done that work prior.
Wow, that's awesome. Thank you so much. And I have one more question. Actually, this is from our readers from expatmedia.net. So their question is, actually, there are two questions here. Who are your biggest musical influences? And if you could make another song about your life right now, what would it be? What would it sound like? And which lyrics would stand out?
Ooh, that last question's hard. Like on the spot question. Well, the first question naman, musical influences. Honestly, I listen to so many different artists. But I really resonate with songwriters. Some of my favorites are Guy Sebastian, Emily Sandé, Sam Smith. I really resonate with people who turn their personal experiences into music, because I think that's the beauty of music. When it comes to a song that describes my life, I don't know. Well, I know that it would have a very it wouldn't have a somber tone because I have lived a very fulfilling life. So it wouldn't be a sad song. Maybe it would be one of a very reflective tone. It would definitely be a storytelling lyric. And I hope that I could phrase the lyrics in such a way that you don't have to know pageantry, and you don't have to know being a public figure and what that entails to be able to relate to the lessons that I've learned along the way. I haven't had that long of a life so far, but I do feel like there are certain things that I've learned. So hopefully the lyric would be succinct and storytelling enough to be able to allow that to be a relatable language that people could really resonate with.
Thank you, Kat. Thank you.
Thank you, po.
Thank you, Pia. By the way, just a follow-up, Catriona. I'm also a fan of Guy Sebastian, and I know that he's from Australia, right? So do you know him personally?
I wish. I really wish I did. I remember watching him though. He's the first ever Australian Idol winner. And I remember watching that on TV, like back when they had like text your favorite, how that was the voting system back then. But yeah, I just am such a fan of his music, and he writes a lot of his music, and he's just an amazing vocalist, and I love him. I wish I knew him personally. I don't, but
I just assumed.
I'm
which is very silly to assume.
Fan of his music.
Okay, now let's go to June Rigonan of Rated J. Hi.
Hi, VJ Aya. Can you hear me?
Yes, and we love your
Great.
background.
Thank you very much. Hi, Catriona. Thank you for inviting me here.
Hello.
I'm sure medyo busy ka talaga ngayong araw din na to. But okay, this is my question. Oh, by the way, isa sa mga kababayan natin na sobrang fan ka talaga, si Red Mendoza, ay birthday niya ngayon. So sabi niya yun, hi daw.
Happy birthday, Red!
Right. Okay, this is my question. When you finished your reign as Miss Universe, you've mentioned that you really wanted to pursue your singing career. We have seen you hosting and even singing in a musical variety show, but this was cut short. How did you feel about that during that moment? Was it something na medyo na disheartened ka? And what are your plans? Do you have any plans to continue that perhaps in ABS-CBN, since the network has a vast range of platforms to explore?
Yeah, definitely. I am very open to, explore. I enjoyed so much my hosting experience and also performing with other people. It was such a great learning experience for me because I'm quite new in all of those different aspects. So I always am open to the opportunity to learn new things and to learn from other people. Yeah, when SNL was canceled, I was a little bit disheartened, but from my personal life experience, I know that when something doesn't work out, there's usually something better waiting for you, or it's a redirection from the universe to something better. So I just really kept that in my heart when that happened. And it was just a wonderful experience working with the whole crew. I have nothing but good things to say about that experience. And yeah, I'm sure I will find my way onto a stage eventually, whether it be at ABS or with another variety show or another project. It's something I'm definitely open to, but I really love opportunity to collaborate and learn from others. So I look forward to it.
Right, that would be very exciting for us to see you again in a musical variety show. Very last quick question. Alam ko pagagalitan ako nito, pero what's the song of your heart right now?
Ooh. I don't know. I was thinking of the lyric I'm coming home, because obviously I'm with my family and I'm very content. I can't remember what the name of the actual song is, but my heart it's almost in a little bit of a crossroads, because a part of me is very content. I'm at home with my family, who I love very much. But the other part of me that I've been so used to being in service in the Philippines through my volunteer work and being a spokesperson for my different groups, having to be away from that is also tugging at me din, na parang yung sense of responsibility at duty ko to really be of service, because the work never stops. So that's a kind of a contradicting situation that I'm in, but I'm just trying to enjoy the moment, because I know that this is something that me and my family have been praying for so long. Pero yeah, I also feel that sense of duty, and I know a lot of people can relate to that, especially our OFWs who to work and are not able to come home because of travel restrictions, or they need to provide for their family and whatnot. So I don't know exactly what song that would encapsulate that scenario,
right.
but yun ang state ng heart
Right.
ko.
Anyways, thank you very much for that, Catriona, and thank you very much, VGI. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, June Rigon, and I've rated
Thank you po.
All the questions for today. Now, Catriona, is there anything else that you'd like to say? Any message to all of our kababayans? What do you want to tell them?
Yes. Well, first off, I want to thank you, VJIE. Thank you so much for being a part of this event. Thank you to all of our media partners who have given such thoughtful and deep questions today. I have really enjoyed being able to share my heart and what R.Y.F is all about with you all. And also to all of our viewers on our different platforms, thank you for tuning in from wherever it is in the world that you are watching from. It means the world to me that you are here with us, supporting this launch and also listening to the cuento behind the scenes. I always feel that knowing a bit of the process of music really gives you a deeper appreciation message behind it. So I'm really, really thankful that you're all here. I would like to also acknowledge and thank ABS-CBN Music, Star Music, and Mr. Jonathan Manalo, and also Trisha Denise for making this song a reality, of putting my words from my journey into this medium of music and allowing it to really touch different people. It's such an honor to be able to do my own interpretation. And thank you also to my Cornerstone Music family, who have always been so supportive and really developing me in the realm of music, and knowing that's where my heart is, and they've really given me the opportunity to pursue that. Thank you to ABS-CBN Entertainment, ABS-CBN Push, MOR Entertainment, Mix, and then ABS-CBN Corporate Communications. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share these messages, the support today. It means so much to me that you are growing and evolving along with me as I grow and evolve from being a representative of the Philippines to a Miss Universe and now to an artist. It means the world to me that you are still open to hear what I have to say and are still really receptive to the things that I'm creating and putting out with you to share. It means, and I'm just so grateful from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for supporting R.Y.F. It is available on all digital music streaming platforms such as Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, and also the YouTube lyric video is on Star Music's YouTube page. I would love to hear what your guys' favorite lyric is, what resonates with you, what strikes a chord in your heart. Please comment me, tweet me, or leave a comment. I would appreciate that. But again, thank you so much to everyone who made this possible. I love you guys. Thank you so much.
And thank you as well, Catriona. You are such an inspiration to everyone. Thank you so much for answering all the questions like a true beauty queen and, you know, as a real person. Thank you. We really appreciate how genuine you are up to now and how honest you are about everything. I hope you get to inspire more people, and we will be waiting for your official music videos on Mix as well, and of course your feature projects.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Catriona Gray, Miss Universe 2018, and now of course the recording
Thank you.
supporting again. R.Y.F is now available on all digital music streaming platforms. Please do stream it and also watch the official lyric video. Thank you so much to all of our friends from the media for joining us today. Once again, I'm DJ Ai de la Cruz from the #1 music channel in the Philippines, VIX. And this has been the R.Y.F Global Media Conference with Catriona Gray.
Thank you so much, everyone.